you're lining up my transitions well. You spoke about Ash by Elegance, and we had not discussed this in a while, but the WWE TNA partnership, it's clicking on all cylinders in my opinion. We had JC Jane as a double champion. She lost to Ash by Elegance. Was not pinned, but lost the title in a triple threat match. Ash by Elegance is the new champion. Trick Williams is still the TNA champion as well. And
one of the greatest TNA champions of all time.
Definitely. And we talked about this months back, I think around January or February, about we got to start seeing gold traded a bit. And we're getting the gold. We've gotten and have the gold being traded around. So what are your thoughts? What are your
I think
the
intertwining is great. I'll tell you what. I've told myself, and I said this on the show probably 3 months ago, I need to watch NXT more often. I've been, not just for the plot, but I've been because of the integration of TNA championships and talent has made me invested. Not just that, you never forget your first. I can tell you my first Ring of Honor show I watched. I can tell you my first TNA pay-per-view I watched, and that was Slammiversary. And obviously with all the stuff online, some of the championships being involved, it was a great show. I just think, and people can complain, it was kind of obviously a WWE heavy result, but I would look at it as fond as I was of Invasion. Sometimes it starts like that, and then at the end, maybe it'll be a happy camp for TNA, and stuff's going to flip flop back and forth. But I think this relationship is going great thus far. And mentioning TNA, and we mentioned the AAA show, we have people from TNA involved in that too.
A Triple Mania?
Yeah, I believe Laredo Kid was in a match, and he's a TNA guy. I'm not sure if there was anyone else off the top of my head, but I think there may have been.
Okay, yeah. So I'm definitely enjoying it as well. I really am. Like I said, they traded the goal. They took the next step in doing that as well. So I'm glad that actually happened. And we're still in earlier. We didn't really get all the big names. I think we had just got Moose at that time. So we got Moose keep coming back. We got the System coming in a few weeks back. We had the Hardys early in the year as well. So I think it's clicking on all cylinders at this point. And even at Heatwave, when Ava made the announcement about the Speed title coming to NXT, she even said a TNA wrestler was going to be involved in the number one contenders match for the Speed title as well. So
is that like a permanent thing?
The Speed show is no longer on Twitter. So the contract was up between that. So now both Speed titles are going to be integrated into NXT. So she did say that it was supposed to be an NXT wrestler, I believe a TNA wrestler, and I forgot the other two wrestlers that was supposed to be in it, but it was a variety of wrestlers that was supposed to be in a number one contenders match for the Speed title. So I think they're really doing a really good job of integrating. And I'm interested because there was a report that came out a few weeks ago as well that TNA, they're trying to find a new TV home, and allegedly WWE has first dibs on purchasing TNA if they want, allegedly. And at this point, I think if the partnership is going accordingly, I wouldn't be shocked if WWE buys it. I'm not sure how much different it
buys it and just uses it as another brand. Kind of like they bought AAA, and it's kind of like it's standing on its own, but it's obviously we know who's running the show. Yeah,
but also the thing when it comes to AAA is that's its own entity over there. And you could bring over the Hispanic talent from WWE to put them over there. They can get some work. Like Lola Vice has been working AAA, for example.
That's the plot.
So she's been working in AAA, for example, and then you could have Mr. Iguana on SmackDown or whatever. Like if anybody kind of makes that transition, it makes that mainstream jump to SmackDown. You can make mainstream jump to the audience. You can move them to SmackDown, for example. So I think it's actually working really well. I think the TNA thing can actually work as well. I'm interested to see how the backstage feels with that. Now, I haven't listened to the major pod in a few months. So I'm not sure if Myers has any opinion on what's been going on or how the feel is backstage when it comes to that. But I wouldn't be shocked that WWE did purchase TNA, and I think the way they're integrating using AAA and integrating TNA into NXT at this point, I think that'd be actually really good.
I agree.
And one more thing before